For some diabolical reason, only Canon and Sony have perfected one feature. I already gave it away. I gave it to myself. But no one else can do this. Why is that? And what's next for this one secret feature that nobody could possibly guess?
All I want is the perfect camera. All I want is the perfect camera.
So we're on the Nikon Z6 III with a 40mm 22, Glimmer Glass 1, HD, standard color science, autofocusing technology, which is definitely not what this video is about. Why is it? Why does Sony and Canon lead the industry in autofocus? It's perfection, and then it drops off a cliff stiff on the rocks on the bottom shores. It's cold down there. Even when you're bleeding, you can feel your cold blood. It's not the same. So today I just want to talk a bit about our current state of autofocus in cameras, why it's important, and what's next in the movement. Is it just like speed and algorithms, AI stuff? No, you're lost. So first, why does it even matter? All professionals use manual focus. They have the eye of the tiger. They know what to do in all situations. No real person would ever choose to rely on a camera. You're in 1991. I don't care about your pajamas with your Urkel, Cheerio, Fruit Loops, cereal, go away. In about 40 minutes, someone is coming to my house to buy my medium format Fuji GFX. Kiss it goodbye. I should have filmed on it one last time. That was a missed opportunity. Why, you ask? Is there anything I've ever seen that looked better? No. But the autofocus reliability, it's just like, what are you gonna use it for if you can't depend on it? And if you have to manually focus, which I was getting used to, but things go bad when you're a one-man crew and you think, oh, I focused on that. There's either field curvature ruins that, or you outsmart the system and you lean back, you focus on the tripod instead. Oh, cool. And then when you put the camera back, something moves, even though you were so careful not to touch it. As a one-man guy, autofocus is everything. And here's why it matters. You're one guy and you're just pointing at stuff, and sometimes you can't think that fast and you're tracking things and you have your background blur addiction, you're at 1.2 or something. It's like, yeah, I'll just manually focus the whole show. It's not gonna work. When I'm out vlogging on the streets, it's gotta be quick. If I see something, oh my God, I'm just pointing and hoping to God this camera is doing what it should do and focus on that thing. And sometimes it gets lucky. Some camera systems know exactly what to focus on, others don't. I used to think Fuji knew best. And the X-T4, I was like, it always chooses the right thing, even though like it doesn't even say it on the screen. It's just, yep, you got the squirrel, you got the thing. Not really anymore, they lost their way. So autofocus is everything, and even if you want to go manual focus, and you can do that sometimes and learn it, it's a good skill to have. Even sometimes on some systems, I'm like, you know what, I better just take over on this one. If I'm taking a picture of gear from China that I'm trying to sell, that's manual focus. I know what to focus on. I'm not gonna just press it and hope that it gets the one part of the lens I'm trying to focus on. Like, okay, with autofocus, you can do things no human ever could. So don't pretend that you can track someone really good at 21.2. It's like, yep, right there. Slow down maybe a bit. It's good when it works. So who works best, you ask? I still have to give it to Sony. You're just good. It's like the one thing you do that's better than anyone. It's just so sticky, and it's smart. It makes the right decision. It's always like, yep, we're not gonna lose you, and it doesn't jump off. What I'm hoping for from companies in the future is just the algorithms. Let us set these different things, like never jump off. I don't know how a camera sees the world. It's different. It's in like matrix numbers and stuff, but when you detect a face, and then another face appears to enter the screen, like, why would you ever choose that? Just don't, unless we want that in the setting. Not all companies even have a focus limiter in video. Nikon just added it, and it's been benefiting my street videography stuff because I finally put it where it's not gonna jump to the background, and it's been much more reliable. So like, you should have all the tools to help us. Just like search in a depth field and then lock onto your target and then smoothly do it as well. That's where Nikon falls off a cliff. You see, you have Sony perfection with the algorithms. Canon, some might say Canon's even better than Sony. It's smoother. Dual pixel autofocus is smoother with the transitions. It's beautiful. And they're pretty much as reliable. I've had it go haywire a couple times, but only at key moments in weddings when brides are in the shot. Nobody really needs those. So like it goes a little haywire, but it's smooth, it's beautiful. Whereas Nikon, I don't get where the cliff, you just step and then I no longer have the tonne lights in the background, and that actually cured my tonne addiction. Because seeing those, I was like, oh my God, okay, using this lens, those balls are big. Oh, big balls on that one. So you can't really see the pulsing of it. But Nikon, it's like Canon doesn't do this stuff. Just look down at this, I'll enhance it. It should be like just, it's phase detect. It goes and then it stops. That you're no longer contrast detect. But you don't do that. So after Sony and Canon, which you can trust 95%, you can pretty much get your jobs done. Nikon, I trust Nikon's algorithms, but for some reason it's not smooth. You're doing something like you're switching to contrast detect for something at the last moment and it just pulses too far and back, it wiggles. I don't need that in my life. So, but Nikon, you're third place. Coming on down a notch. I don't know that I can even rank Panasonic because I have the G9 II and it hunts sometimes, like quite noticeably. Even just vlogging, I'm the only thing in the shot and it'll hunt around. Blame my lens, but it's a popping lens. There's no other options. So Panasonic, not great, and you lose it all in slow motion. Who wrote that code in your matrix? Lies. So Sony, Canon, and Nikon all autofocus in all their frame rates. There's no weird mode where it's like, sorry, this is manual focus only. Only Panasonic does that. In fact, Fuji also does it, but it's so unreliable that it almost shouldn't even be in the menu system. It's like, yeah, we can autofocus. It's a lie though. But when it comes to that question of how Canon got so good so quickly, and the others are just like not even close, I think Canon has been good for a long time. They at least had the dual pixel in the Canon 70D, I think, DSLR, and it was like, oh my God, that's like really good. It was better than pretty much anything. Sony was right there. I don't know who leapfrogged who first, but there are frogs leaping all over that time period, and it was good. But when I was testing the EOS R and the R5 and the R6 and the R6 II, it was just losing me. Like they didn't have the algorithms, the detection, and it just would hunt to the background. And I've only seen it fixed finally in the R5 II, unless you're at a wedding. But for me, it's been like rock solid. And it's like, oh my God, I can trust this. I can just walk into my shot from 100 feet away and it latches on to me. It has like, even if I'm this big in the frame, it'll get me still. And it's still tracking me until I get close again. It's still doing it, keeping up, and Canon's there now. But we just need smarter autofocus technology that knows what to do and knows, like how stupid would it be if I turn my head and it lumps to the background? Like that would be a dumb decision to make. I'm still a thing. I'm still the thing in the shot. My nose is clearly long enough to be focused on. Like, come on. Fuji actually puts face detect boxes on random things in the forest. And back here, I've had it on that light like that. Okay, you could assume like, okay, two eyes, I get it. Like, but how dumb are you? Like a human wouldn't see that and think, I think that's a person? And then I'm looking at it, focusing on it with my own brain. I wouldn't do that. So like you need to make better choices, life choices. And your lenses, I think, need more bandwidth maybe. Stop using little audio cables or something. Like you need a lot of information heading. Like you're trying to track a human eye at 1.2 as he moves through a complicated scene. And you're like, yeah, we'll use MS-DOS for that. Like get something in there, a chip in the lens or something. It's got to be faster communication. I don't know what the breakdown is, but some lenses just don't do it. And why do certain lenses hunt more? That's a weird thing that only Japanese manufacturers know. It's like they left something out. It's like, yeah, this one's really reliable. It can detect things. It's just glass. It shouldn't have that much responsibility, but you've done something off, Jurassic Park freaks. But as a one-man crew here, I depend on autofocus and I need to trust you. You should be able to latch on to my eye during a boardroom meeting and I can trust you. I got wigs, like there's barely any eye in the shot and I'm wearing glasses and all kinds of things could throw you off, but you should know that the pupil is the one. And if I turn around, you're like, okay, he was here. So like, keep focusing on this thing that was in the same place as him. Eventually, he'll get a better haircut, but not now. You don't think like, okay, he turned, I don't know, maybe he's back there now. We don't warp. We can't teleport. So like, keep it in common sense with your algorithms and stick. Ask Sony for advice. They will probably claw you with reptilian lust. So I just want to see more computing power dedicated to autofocus chips. I don't know how the circuit board looks like in a camera, but there should be a big autofocus thing and it feeds the others like nectar. And it should be important. A lot of wires connected to it, some copper on that thing. Maybe lens design needs to change to where like there's only a really lightweight piece of element glass that's what focuses. It's only one little thing and it's like, yeah, no problem. We figured it out. Only one of the elements needs to move ever. Wow, and it's so light and you tiny little motors in there. Like it shouldn't ever, I shouldn't hear it. Why do we hear some lenses? I'll never know. What happened to my Mac? It started sleeping. I have a dual monitor setup and I just shut the laptop once. Why did it turn off that one? You're an asshole, Mac. And make our lives easier by auto-detecting the human or the bird. That's a good thing to have, because there's many vlogs I've had where it's me, the human, and then, oh my God, a squirrel, turn it around. I don't have time to switch into animal eye detect. It should be that. I don't need planes in that mode. Oh, wow. Like, just keep it to mammals and frogs. They're called mammals. I think the word was amphibian. That wasn't close. Oh God, that's mammals. Far off. So many times I call frogs reptiles and people have to get down there. Oh, that's not a reptile, it's an amphibian. It's a mammorph. Shut your mouth. No, it's not important information in the context of the show here, all right? Keep us focused here. You're losing focus to the background on things that aren't important. You're the problem in this whole industry. Enough of you. So Nikon, you have a lot of work to do. Canon and Sony, you could improve some, but like you're right there. Those are the goals. Panasonic, what are you even doing? At least turn it on, but maybe that's like Fuji where it's on, but it doesn't work. You don't have the power, so get more power. Plug yourself into something sometime. Olympus, same problem as Panasonic. So go to work. Go to work. What do you think? Who was the best autofocus? What could they do to improve it? I'm comment baiting you. It brings me extra money somehow. I'm not sure how, but so does Bitcoin. Donate. Nikon. Standard. 1080p is more than you need. Subscribe for more videos.